Well, I'm going to explain setups, I guess, on both sides. Do you want to start with your setup, and then I'll do mine?
Sure.
Okay. So Mike is setting up with the buckle. Again, for BJ, Mike's got a really tall forearm, and he really knows how to use it, how to pivot off his elbow well. So how Mike is going to set up with the buckle is like that. You see a little bit of pronation in his hand? Okay? So what he really wants is to be able to pull from these 2 points. It's like when he pivots, he wants to be able to pull from these 2 points so that he can flatten my wrist out.
And notice I'm trying to separate, trying to pull the buckle.
Yeah.
And go into his hand.
Yeah.
So I can rotate through.
And that's another thing that I think a lot of people don't know, that a lot of the pronation you get from the straps comes from driving your thumb down this way. Like most people think it's just turning around this way, but so much of it is driving your thumb down into the other person's hand.
See, the buckle, when you pull it down, is natural tendency for your arm to go with it.
Yeah.
So in order to neutralize or to get an optimal setup, as the ref is pulling down on the buckle, push down, go the opposite way.
Yeah.
That way you don't get put into disadvantage.
Now you see where my webbing is now too with Mike. I can't get forward over Mike. So now when there's a go through sort of your motion, what you do, and pin through me. Yeah, okay, so look at that. Now what you'll notice is he sort of dropped down to elongate his forearm. Now one of the things that BJ had written to me was that he has a hard time working the strap down his hand. So one of the things that I do to do that is I give a lot of up pressure, so up this way. So it's not back pressure as much as it's up pressure. So if somebody goes to pronate with me, go to pronate with me. Okay, so you'll see, if you look at this strap, it's working its way down my wrist. So I'm almost resting on my tricep and then posting back this way, so that if he goes to pronate, I can block his pronation. So, does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So if the buckle is not on your hand, because it's not on my hand, what I'm looking for is this, elbow in.
Do you want to switch it around to show the buckle?
No, this will be good. This will be good. Elbow, no, he's good on that side. Okay. Elbow in. I'm turning my hand this way a little bit, so I'm turning my palm out. And then when the strap gets tightened, I'm pushing down from these 2 fingers, from the palm from these 2 fingers, so that when the strap is tight, I'm already sort of set up with a little bit of support in my wrist. So now my move is I'm coming back this way on the pad, trying to keep everything locked here, pronate around, and almost do a backward C on the pad. So it's this. Give me a little pressure. So it's here, here, there, like that.
He works with the buckle. I'm trying to work against that, and he's working with it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got more bite on my wrist, where I don't have any setup on his wrist.
Yeah. So I think that's a pretty good explanation. What I would say is this, and we could just switch sides so Mike doesn't have to move. If you're pulling somebody who's got a taller forearm and you have the buckle on your hand, a lot of what I'm looking for is more building a shelf up here with my hand. Because I don't have Mike's sort of, forearm length. If I had Mike's forearm length, I would pull exactly like he does against him. But since I don't, sorry, Mike, I need you on that side. But before you tighten it up, I want to explain it.
I can get it in there first.
That's what she said.
Ha!
Okay, so wait, don't tighten it. Okay, so I'm looking for this, and then I'm looking for this. Watch. Buckle comes down this way. I want this strap on this side of this bone so that it doesn't impede my pronation. All right? So I want to be here, nice flat finger pressure here, so that when he goes to load back, I can sort of just row down and hold him into place. And this isn't going to stop my pronation. If it comes across my hand, okay, this, see what happens? I'm gone. So what I do is, I don't even care, like I'll just, even in a ref's grip, I'll do this. I'll just take the buckle and do this. Can't be shy.
Yep.
And then I'll have more of an optimal setup.
Mhm.
So,
And
I think,
when he does that, and I'm not realizing it, your opponent doesn't realize, if I just go with it, he's got everything. I
yeah,
have nothing at all.
yeah, yeah. So that's why you have to be aware,
Mhm.
you know. And there's other little subtle adjustments that you can make, you know. I mean, I've noticed a lot of people with the buckle, what they'll do is they'll set up with the wrist a little bit back, like this, and then when the referee goes to tighten it, they just sort of
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
forward
Mhm.
this way so that they get this part of their palm past the thumb line
Mhm.
on the other person. So again, it's like they can get more support here, more drag.
Mhm.
So I think that's good enough.
No, that's great
Yeah.
information.
Okay.